What is going on, people? It is your boy Soul Fist. I'm just gonna cover a little bit. I know nobody who subscribed to this channel actually reads Boruto, so this video's gonna get like no views, like 6 views, like even less than my review videos. But who cares? Because I want to talk about this fight now. It's just having with Delta because there was a lot of things happening in this battle, which technically isn't over, but it's for the most part over. Um, Of course, the fight started last chapter, 31, which I didn't really speak on, but because it wasn't the fight. Didn't really a good chunk of the chapter was that ploy, and Naruto had. I was like, I'm injured, and when I was reading it, like if that's what was happening, it would have annoyed me. So I was like, this makes no sense. Like he's literally in QB chakra mode, like at that Rakudo mode at that, and it's like his healing power he should just whip that thing out his body and heal himself. But you know, it was very tactical. I like that. Typically when Naruto and in Shippuden, when Naruto hit that point of power, the tactics in the fight kind of went away because he just threw Biju bombs at everything and the fight was over. But he can't do that right now because he has to protect Kawaki, Boruto, and Himawari. So he was like, well, let me play hurt a little bit, and then you know, from playing hurt, then I'll try to get some information out of you. Of course, Delta saw through it, but it was just that aspect of the Naruto series is kind of why I still kind of just keep reading Boruto. I enjoy it. It's not like the supreme greatest manga, but it is pretty cool. I like it because it reminds me of like a lot of Part 1 Naruto. So Naruto's ploy doesn't work, and then the fight continues, and it's more so the next chapter into which I will talk about. Not necessarily review, because it's hard to review a chapter where like everything is just like fighting. But there's just certain details and aspects within the fight. There's a lot of story being told in the fight, especially when you really big on Naruto lore. Like, for example, the fact that Delta, even though Naruto was playing like he was hurt, she was able to pierce on Naruto's cloak. Though, so did the fucking kid, like, Nishin Uchiha, right? That's kind of debatable. But Naruto's close did get pierced, healed himself. But she's keeping up. Not really. Naruto's keeping up with her, but he is using his QB chakra cloak. So essentially, like, I mean, Delta is putting out at least enough speed for his that base Naruto wouldn't, even as Hokage. Which he's very, very powerful, but base Naruto, you know, wouldn't be able to keep up with her. Though the chapter makes the vivid point of telling the readers, don't get it confused. This isn't some random person you never seen before going blow for blow with Naruto. I mean, that's what's happening, but it's because this is what Naruto needs to do to solve the situation. He can't just throw Biju bombs everywhere. And Kawaki is the character. The chapter uses Boruto as a character to be like, oh my god, is dad in trouble? This person's evilly matched with him. Kawaki's like, nigga, are you serious? No, nobody's evenly matched with this guy. It's just like his hands are kind of tied, but he's doing the best he can in the situation he's got. And Kawaki then goes to unravel how he's leading Delta further away from the kids. And on top of that, he's keeping her attention focused on him by keeping the fight close and physical at the same time. So he's kind of like weakening her, drawing her power down. And that's the plot of this chapter, which Naruto was doing. Delta had these crazy techniques, which okay, I'll get to that because but essentially Delta has these optic blasts that prevent you from being able to regenerate. I mean, like, okay, so they're fighting, right? So Naruto and Delta are fighting, and then there's one important thing Naruto did, which was really cool. He used was Son Goku the lava monkey, right? Yeah, he used Son Goku's chakra and did a lava style Rasen Shuriken. Really like really cool. The fact that, you know, it did have me think, well, this is kind of overkill because last Naruto used so much power, right? But at the same time, it's like, I mean, like, it's good that Delta is that strong of a person because, keep in mind, like, Naruto is a Jinchuriki, but she's not just a person, she's a cyborg, which is what I do like about Boruto. Like, the cyborg element is very cool. It's very, very cool because it's a whole interesting dynamic. You see that with Delta with the extending legs, that she was doing like the walking step, like Katakuri's Willow Mochi, the jets, the chakra thrusters, all that stuff is really, really cool. The cyborg element of Boruto, it adds a new dynamic to the fight. Sorry about that. Also, Delta was said to be one of the five inners, like the five strongest cyborgs from this Kawa organization, and she's no match for Naruto. So that kind of just gives you a good idea of how strong Naruto and Sasuke are compared to these guys. But anyway, so Naruto is like, he's like I said, like Naruto's he's trying to draw this, but he's trying to draw this battle out. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, he wants to attack, capture, and interrogate this lady, which is really cool on his part. And this is what I dislike. After already being told by Kawaki what Naruto is doing, I get Boruto doesn't have to believe him, but after being told, Naruto's trying to draw this battle, he's trying to draw her chakra down, like he's in total control. Don't worry about your dad, he's way too powerful for you to be worrying about him. Boruto gets upset and throws a wrestling gun because he thinks Naruto's in trouble. Which then Delta absorbs because she has chakra absorbing abilities, and then it gets her power back. So I'm like, okay, so we're back at square one. I did not like that, but that's very much like what happened with Star Killer and like fucking fighting Thanos in Avengers. I was like, Jesus, I mean, Star Lord, Star Killer from Star Wars. What happened with Star Lord and fighting Thanos in Avengers? It was like, why are we here? This shouldn't even be happening. But that is what happened. But anyway, so Delta gets her chakra back, and her plan was, fuck fighting Naruto, right? Good plan. She went and grabbed Himawari. It's like, I'm gonna take a hostage, and then she was gonna basically shoot Himawari. No, it also, Delta threw Himawari in the sky, was about to shoot her with a laser, and then they was making it seem like, I'm not sure why, but that from where Naruto was, he wouldn't be able to grab Himawari and dodge the laser. Like, it was just, then again, it was a beam of light. Maybe it was just Wade, maybe they did say it was a beam of light. It could just be the speed of the laser wasn't, like, it was just too fast. But Kawaki takes the hit, basically. Now, Kawaki has regenerative properties of his cyborg body, but his arm, I believe it was just his arm. It was more of his body that's kind of fucked up, but it was just like, his arm took a complete hit. So, like, I wonder what's gonna happen from there. That's crazy. But then that's where everything wrapped up. I'm pretty sure the next chapter Naruto's gonna end this, or Delta's gonna escape because she's running low on power because she used it all trying to kill Himawari, etc., or at least hit Naruto. But like, I like what's happening. I guess I could say if like Boruto has enough of that in it for me to keep reading, and I do like what's going on. Like, most certainly, I wish the anime would be covering this material. It would be a lot better for people. People would enjoy this a lot more than what the anime is currently covering. But yeah, the manga of Boruto is really good. It was outside like the first one, like 10, 11 chapters. After that, it's just pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. I still read it. Anyway, it's your boy, Sophist. Hell Hydra.
Swordfish!